In April, the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, appeared on French television and stated that we face a historic migratory phenomenon. Europe is entering an unprecedented age of mass migration due to the bombshell population growth in Africa. Because of poverty, climate change and geopolitical conflicts, Africans will be flooding into Europe for many years to come, he said. Europe's and Africa's destinies are bound. Africans come to Europe because of the location, and Europe is no island. Macron referred to the French-American journalist and professor at Duke University, Stephen Smith, according to whom the number of Africans living in Europe will grow from 9 million to between 150 and 200 million within the next 30 years. The population transfer will be triggered largely as a result of Western aid money financing would-be migrants' journeys from Africa, Smith says in a recent book. In the best possible scenario, Smith can imagine a welcoming multicultural Europe with mixed race and interbreeding. The mass migration from Africa would put an end to the European welfare states because of the incompatibility of large-scale immigration and generous social programs. According to another scenario, Europe will turn into a fortress, the Fortress Europe, battling mass immigration, a battle that many would consider both unwinnable and shameful. According to Macron, there is no way around the coming mass immigration from Africa. The solution must be a more consequent mixing of the population to avoid ghettoization. To tackle this, Macron expects money from the EU. According to Timothy Gorton Ash in The Guardian from May, Macron's statements are good news. Macron presents a coherent vision for reviving Europe, we are told, and his vision for the future of the European Union is compelling. He thinks what we need is European sovereignty. This, according to The Guardian, is Macron's central idea, and he's referring to, quote, the power to defend our shared interests and values against internal threats from nationalist populism and external threats from Russia, China, climate change, mass migration and digital revolution, not to mention Donald Trump, end quote. The digital revolution, an external threat. Surely for those who oppose free speech. Apparently there are no nation states anymore, it's just Europe and its place in the new world order. Ash from The Guardian calls Macron, quote, the best European leader we've got, end quote. A leader who is welcoming 200 million immigrants to his beloved Europe, people who come from completely different cultures and who endorse very different values.